Are you one of the 65 million Americans receiving Social Security benefits, or maybe you're planning to start taking them soon? Well, in 2023, there's been some big changes that are coming to this program that could affect not only your financial impact, but your retirement plans as well. Whether we're talking about record-breaking cost of living adjustments, changes to Medicare premiums, or even just higher earnings limits, grab a pen and paper. We're going to talk about the top 3 changes that are happening to Social Security this year in 2023 and their potential impact on you. Okay, the first change is a large cost of living adjustment, or COLA, for Social Security benefits. Now, this is an adjustment that is made each year to account for inflation and rising wages. Unfortunately, inflation has been skyrocketing, and it's been putting a lot of pressure on retired workers in a difficult financial position. The good news is that Social Security checks will receive their largest COLA, or cost of living adjustment, in nearly 4 decades in 2023. The benefits will increase by 8.7%, with the average benefit for a retired worker jumping by $146 to $1,827 per month. Now, the maximum age for full retirement age, which is generally between 66 and 67, depending on your birthday, that's when you're eligible to receive your full payment or primary insurance amount for Social Security. And the good news is we've seen the maximum benefit for full retirement age also jump from $3,345 last year to $3,627 in 2023. And we've seen the maximum retirement benefit overall that you can collect from Social Security, regardless of your age, has actually moved up to $4,555 in 2023. That's up from $4,194 per month in 2022. So a small silver lining in a year that was especially difficult financially, especially for investments last year in 2022. Now, you can actually log in to the My Benefits portal on the Social Security website and check and see this cost of living adjustment reflected in your benefits. There's a link to the website below if you want to check that. Okay, let's talk about the second big change. The second big change is for Medicare Part B premiums. Now, last year's 5.9% COLA, which was for 2022, was a much needed boost for many Social Security beneficiaries. And it helped them increase the average retirement benefit by over $92 per month last year. Unfortunately, with this COLA last year for 2022, the majority of Medicare enrollees also saw their gains undercut by a record high hike in Medicare Part B premiums, which are directly deducted from Social Security payments, meaning that you had a cost of living adjustment last year in 2022, but you basically gave it up with higher Medicare Part B premiums. The good news is in 2023, with this record-breaking COLA, beneficiaries can now breathe a sigh of relief, right? The standard Part B premium was actually going to not just stay the same, it's going to decrease. So the average premium is going to go from $170 per month down to $164 per month. That means that many beneficiaries, they can look forward to a little extra cash in their monthly Social Security checks, deposits. Now, everyone's situation is going to be different. You need to really project out and understand what your Medicare premiums will be. It's a function of AGI, and that should have been covered in a financial plan. But the backbone of the Social Security benefits, it's this 12.4% tax on workers' earnings, which is usually divided between the employer and the employee. Now, while those who work for themselves, they're required to pay both portions of the tax. Although the tax rate has remained steady for years, the income limit subjected to it rises as the cost of living adjustment increases. This is the third big change. We're talking about the earnings limits. Last year, you paid Social Security taxes on earnings up to $147,000. However, in 2023, this threshold will increase to $160,200. What does this mean? Well, this means that you and your employee will have to pay Social Security taxes on any earnings beyond that amount. So you're going to pay more for Social Security tax to help fund this program, is the short end of it, if you're still working. Now, in conclusion, the Social Security program will continue to experience significant changes in 2023. It's a very large, complex program that can often be very difficult to understand. And this is going to continue to impact the financial well-being, both of retirees and for those of you who are just planning or thinking about retirement. The most significant change by far is this record-breaking COLA, or cost of living adjustment, which is going to result in an 8.7% increase in Social Security benefits for this year. That's the largest, again, in nearly 4 decades or 40 years. Additionally, the standard Part B premium for Medicare will actually decrease in 2023, which means you're going to get to recognize those COLA adjustments. That's going to give beneficiaries some extra cash in their monthly deposits. And third, lastly, the big change, as we mentioned, is the income thresholds for Social Security taxes will increase to $160,200 in 2023, which means if you're still working and you're a high income earner, you're going to pay more into Social Security taxes and beyond that amount. So to stay informed on these changes, to maximize your Social Security benefits in retirement, feel free to follow this channel and put any questions in the comments below. I'd be happy to address them.